Hello, my name is Ben. Apparently today I came here to see some site visiting. I just bought a piece of land here at Njoki, and I bought it through a company called Burma Diaspora Limited. Yeah, so I urge all of you, wherever you are, if you want to save some money, get yourself some cash, come and invest in land. It's actually very viable, and I've actually gotten mine. And so I urge all of you, if you want to save money, if you want to invest for your kids in the future, come get a piece of land here. Thank you.
Merchant ships, minutes of a day to guide from the bottomless pit, but my aim was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help the sing these songs of freedom? That's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but to ourselves can free our mind. I've no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. Allah shall kill our prophets while we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing yourself from mental slavery. None but to ourselves can free our mind. Whoa, I've no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop off the time. Allah shall kill our prophets while we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Of freedom, that's all I ever had. Redemption song, all I ever had. Redemption song, songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
Tuko na Njoki, courtesy of Burma Diaspora. Leo nilisema lazima nikuje nione kwenye property yangu iko na. Let me tell you guys, the weather here is perfect. Perfect weather. You're overlooking Mount Kenya. Namugoda kware haha. Somewhere here, very nice, eh? So, if you're there and you're looking for somewhere where you want quietness, cool breeze, perfect weather, don't look any further than Burma Diaspora, courtesy of Anne, and you will love it. No, ukikosa kuipenda unicall. I refund you the money.
Hello. Habari ya watu wangu mkoaje? This is none else than Njoki Duati. Yes. I am coming to you tonight with a special topic, mental slavery. Before I go further, or before I even start, I want to recognize a few of you. And the very first one that I want to recognize and appreciate is my manager, Mr. Oshodo. Hey, you guys, give it up to Oshodo for making sure that this is going live and direct. So give it up to Mr. Oshodo for making sure that this show is up and learning. And also, besides, they say, this is what they say, but I don't know about what they say. Besides a very successful woman, I am turning it aloud by choice. Besides a very successful woman, there is always a man behind her. And the person behind this successful woman is none else but Mr. Evans Duati Wamwangi Wawamboi. Give it up. Hello, honey. How do we say it? Yeah? Warm it up. Let's warm it up for Mr. Duati Mwangi. Warm it up. Yes, we are gonna kill the mosquito. So let's warm it up. Yeah, Carnation. This is Carnation. We're gonna get the mosquito. Here. We're gonna kill it. That is for Mr. Evans Mwangi Duati for having this woman post this show tonight and have a successful show. And also, we cannot forget to say thank you to the man that spends his time on his knees to pray for this Mutambo. I am not saying he's the only man that's behind this Mutambo and praying diligently, but I'm saying he's the one that started with us, and he's with us every time we are about to, anytime we have some hiccups, he comes right on. And this man is none else but Pastor Nash. So Pastor Nash, give it up, Carnation. Oh, we have to do a Carnation for Mr. Oshodo, my manager. So let us warm it up. Carnation. No, let's warm it up. Warm it up. Carnation. Warm it up. Carnation. Warm it up. Let's catch the fly. Let's catch it again. Do you hear fly? Let's kill it. We have just killed a fly for Mr. Oshodo. Let's now do for Mr. Pastor Nash. Bona Pastor Nash. This is for you. Let's organize. Let's come together. Let's warm it up. Tonight we are warming up. This is for Pastor Nash. This is for Pastor Nash. It has to be a little bit warmer. Somebody that comes behind you with a spiritual war, fighting for your battles, fighting your enemies like never before, getting his knees hurt, trying to pray for you. You gotta warm it up. Warm it up a little bit more for Pastor Nash. Pastor Nash, warm it up. Carnation. These are dancers dancing for Pastor Nash. Let's get the fly. Let's kill it. That's for Pastor Nash. Yes, and the others, it's my family. Why don't we say a Carnation for my family that have been studying with me. My sisters have been studying with me, my brothers, my kids, oh, my nieces, my nephews, oh, my extended family. Let's just warm it up for them. Carnation. Let's catch the fly, and kill it. That's for my family. Why don't we do it for my fans? My fans, and especially my sister-in-law, none else, Gladys Duta, all the way from Logai. She's the one that supports me 100%, always watching me, always giving me heads up, and always never even criticized, even though I should be criticized. But she never criticized me. She's always supporting me. So let us give it up for Gladys Duta. Hey, here is for you, my dear sister. I love you. Here is it. Warm it up for my sister. Warm it up. Yes, carnation. Catch the fry. Hit it. I see Betty Hamisha. That is a singer and artist that is coming up. And I'm going to take this moment to say Betty has a launching of her CD. I better advertise now. This is the ad that comes in 30 seconds. This is the advert that I'm going to put in here. She has a launching that is coming up in Baltimore on April. In the month of April, we are going to be in Baltimore. So she's launching her songs, her album. So let us give it up for Betty. Betty, you have done a great job. This is for you. Let's warm it up for Betty Hamisha. And she's also an admin of Gito, a very hardworking lady. I love her. This is for you, Betty. Warm it up. Carnation. Catch the ink, catch the fry, and kill it. That's for you, Betty. My fans, I love you so much. I think I did one for you. This is for my fans, spending your time, spending your hours, coming to give me support, coming to watch all my wonders, all my goodies, all my effort to advertise, to give you lectures, to give you advice, to just criticize, to support. Whatever I come to do here, you are always supporting me. So this is for my fans. My fans, I love you so much. It is not in vain that you come and support me. So I want to give it up to you. Hey, warm it up. Carnation. This is a fly. I am catching another fly. We're gonna kill it. Yay! And those ads you're seeing there, it's for those people that want to buy a cheap, affordable plot. When I say cheap, it is affordable. Does not mean cheap as in useless. This is affordable plots that you who have not been able to save millions, you can afford thousands, and you can buy a plot. And I'm telling you, in a matter of time, these plots will multiply 10%, 20%, 100-fold, 200-fold, 300-fold, until you cannot even see it or say it no more. So buy yourself a plot. It is not in vain. And once you buy one, mention that you saw the ad in Njoki's show. I will get my 10K and you will get your 10K. And if you don't get it, come back to me and tell me you lied to me. You told me that I would get a discount. This company is fake. It's fake as hell. They don't deliver what they say they will deliver. So if you come to me and tell me this, I am not afraid to bust them like never before. I will come here on live TV and say, do not buy from these people. They are nothing but scammers. They will scam you. They will steal from you. They don't deliver titles. They are scammers. Don't buy from them. I will come live and they will not do me nothing. My life is in God's hands. So don't even practice voodoo or whatever voodoo or whatever doo-doo, whatever you do. Nothing is going to hurt me. Hey, we are just going for the 14th day of fasting, man. And I'm telling you, I'm covered from head to toe by the blood of Jesus that is powerful than that blood you go to, thinking it's powerful. At the end of the day, you lose what is dear to you, so dear to you. You lose your children, you lose your husband, you lose your wife, you lose your family, because the devil got nothing good to offer. This is not my topic for tonight. I will come back with that topic. But for tonight, let's get back to what I am bringing to you tonight. Tonight we are talking about mental slavery. And I am dressing in an African dress, looking very good. I'm feeling it. And by the way, if I know you didn't ask, but I want to volunteer. My makeup artist was none else but Semera Jambi Chorioki. That was my makeup artist for tonight. So if you think I look good, please congratulate my makeup artist for tonight. Behind my view and the beautiful pictures that you're seeing on TV right now, it's none else but my handsome guy, Mr. Evans Duarte. He's the one that did all this setup for me while I was getting ready to do my makeup. And you can tell me that today I've been mentally slaved to think that I have to put this makeup to appear on TV. This is what I'm calling mental slavery. Yes. Lucy, Betty Amisha, I see you. Thank you very much. Lucy Jackman, I see you. Hey, Njoki. Nimeingia karibu sana. Feel at home. And I'm so happy that you are in. You're not wasting your time. Don't feel bad. I see Perry Carl. She's always there supporting me. The makeup is so hot. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Asante. Oh, and you see my manager is just putting those things up there. Oh, the makeup is so hot. Thank you. Lakini hainishow me. But it is so good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel hot. I don't know, somehow this is mental slavery that I'm talking about tonight. I am in the mental slavery mode because I am thinking that to come live on TV, I have to put makeup. At least I am halfway mental slavery because I did not put the horse hair. But I thought I should just come half African, half mental slave woman. And Motuli, Asante Sana from Iowa. Asante Sana. Kujeni Sana. Kujeni. Ebu share this video. It might help somebody out there. It's also helping me. Sometimes I go back and watch what I said and see what things that I need to change. And I like it that way because when I listen to myself, I see things that I need to change. Because when I'm talking to you guys, it is not just you. I'm also talking to myself. But sometimes these topics, sometimes they come through the Holy Spirit, and some of them mimi mwenyewe najitengenezea. Zingine Monica, gosh, what language is that? Bongo. Welcome, by the way, anyway, whoever that is. I don't understand. Bongo. I don't know what that is, but you're welcome. Karibu sana. So anyway, I'm just appreciative of you guys and your time, and it is not in vain that you guys are here tonight to listen to me. And today, I don't know where there is this Alex Minor. You are supposed to be here tonight listening to the mental slavery topic, because tonight I'm not sparing. I'm talking about mental slavery. We have been so enslaved for many years, and I think it's time that we emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Like this guy, Bob Marley, he sang about redemption. We need to redeem ourselves from mental slavery. And when I talk about mental slavery, there are so many ways that we have been so enslaved. And what's going on with that African girls, African men? What's going on? We have been so mental enslaved for a long time, since I don't know, since 1916, I think we have been. I don't know. It's 1916. I could be wrong with the years, but I know it's been so long, and it's time that we need to be free from mental slavery. When we think about mental slavery, seriously, this guy, his name was Garvey. Garvey, he was a Jamaican guy that was born in 1916, and then he thought about, how we were mental. He came up with the mental slavery thing because of how mentally we were so enslaved. Just because we went through slavery, we were enslaved by Americans, Britain. We should not live in the mental slavery, because we have people that fought for our independence. And when these people fought for our independence, they fought for our independence because they needed for us to be free. Emily karibu sana. Yes, Emily Maina karibu sana. They thought we should be free. We should be free from being mental enslaved. And to be quite honest, I feel so sorry when some of the things we do, some of the things we say, the language we speak, it seems like we are never going to come out. It's like a kid when they have been brainwashed and when they're growing up, starting to talk, starting to walk, and they have been told your parent is this and that. Your mother is useless. Your mother has nothing to offer. It's so weak. It's so this and that. When that is fed on a kid's life and for a growing kid, and the way this brain is structured, it's in a way that once this is fed in your brain, you're always gonna grow up. We saw this video of this lady that came live and was talking and saying about abuse and all that, and those things that happened long time ago, they are still enslaved in her mind. So this is the same thing that when the parents are divorced and they are separated and they keep feeding these kids with words and stuff, your mother is useless, your father is useless, they start growing with that thought. And to get that thought out of their mind, it becomes very hard. And that is the reason you see people, when they grow up, like this is not the age where women used to tell their kids, oh, wewe tulikununua kwa store. We bought you at the store. Yeah, they ask, where did I come from, mom? Oh, we bought you at the store. There was this store that was selling kids and we bought you at the store. The kids nowadays have the guts to come back and when they grow up, they will ask you, who is my father? And then they were told that their father died, their father traveled far away, we don't even know where they are. Then they will keep pressuring you and asking you, where is my father? Who do I come from? And the kids nowadays are coming back to look and locate for the other parents, because some kids have grown to know that whatever they were fed by their mother or their father may not be true. It may not be true that their father is dead. It may not be true that their father or their mother is a useless person. Maybe their mother was poor, could barely afford food on the table, and because of the fact that they were poor, they were not able to feed their children, and that is why the other parent fed the kids the news that she could not do anything for you, he could not do anything for you. But it is the fact that they could barely put food on the table, so they could not extend another hand for another kid to eat. So these kids were enslaved mentally to believe that the other parent is a useless parent. It could not even afford this, could not even do this, was an absentia parent. Yeah. But this is not where I am coming in. Where I am coming in is being mental enslaved, and especially as Africans. And I'm saying this live and direct. It better reach to whoever person that in need it is intended to reach, but we need to change our mentality. Although our mentality have been enslaved so many years ago that it is so hard right now to change to the real you now. It is so hard. We are trying nowadays. Nowadays, I'm seeing people change little by little, little by little. And when I talk about mental slavery, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say, know your history, know your roots. There are some parents who don't even know their roots. You ask them, where were your parents born? I know they were born somewhere in Mulanga. I know they were born somewhere in Kalatina. I know they were born somewhere in Kiambu. They don't even know the city. They don't even know their grandparents. They don't know nothing about their grassroots. Nothing. They don't even dig into where their parents came from. Oh, my mother, I hear my mother was married, and when she got married to my dad, and they settled in Nairobi, and my mother had come from a town somewhere in Nyeri. Somewhere in Nyeri. Come on, guys. You need to search somewhere in Nyeri. Where is that in Nyeri? Where is that in Murang'a? Where is that in Laikipia? Where is that in Eldoret? Where is that in Kisumu? Where is that in Uganda? Where is whatever the place? You need to search. You need to do a research and know where your roots are. Mkosa kwao ni mtumwa. Don't be a slave of your own self. You have been enslaved, and then you yourself keep on enslaving yourself. How many times? How many times have we fought? We have tried to fight for social justice. We have tried to fight for equality. We have had people fight for our freedom. We know for us Kikuyu, the Mau Mau fought for freedom. If we think about, if you ask any Kikuyu person, what does Mau Mau say? What does Mau Mau mean? They will not tell you what Mau Mau means. They have not even gone back to care about knowing what Mau Mau thinks, or what Mau Mau meant. Huh? Mau Mau, but for your information, because I know you have heard of Mau Mau, they fought for freedom, and you know nothing about what Mau Mau meant. Mau Mau is the opposite. You ask Kikuyu, you know there is that language we used to speak so that they will not understand what you're trying to say. And we would say in opposite, like Mau Uma. Mau Uma. The opposite of Uma is Mau. So they, instead of saying Uma, because some of them knew a little bit of Kikuyu, they would say Mau Mau, Uma, Uma, Uma. So they would be caught in places, and then for them to speak to each other so they can get out and hide, they would say Uma, Uma, Mau, 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 Mau. Like the way we used to say, Jostoki. Ni kwestenda kwasto na kaostodo. Joki ni kwenda kuona kaodo. Yeah? Jostoki ni kwestenda kwasto na kaostodo. So we used to speak in a language. Liz Chico Blood, karibu sana. Silas Amandos, hey, good to see you. How are you, Pastor? Pastor Silas, I should address you as the pastor because you are a pastor. And thank you very much for just being supportive in my show. We are going to invite you again for another one, another debate. We are yet to have another debate. But the next debate we're going to have is the teens debate, because we want to understand why this generation is thinking that they are different from our generation. They are selfish, lovers of money, haters of parents and stuff. Yeah, so we want to understand what is different about this generation from our generation. So that is the next topic I want to have. So we are going to gather some teenagers. Pastor Silas, if you can get some teenagers, we can gather we can gather them together, and we can and Pastor Mr. My manager, we can gather together some teenagers. Yes, thank you very much. And we can talk about some, what is the difference that these teenagers are not understanding, that the fact that we parents get tired as they get tired. Yeah, we took care of our parents as we take care of them. Yeah, we share things like they would share. You know, we need to understand what is the difference, because we had most parents are having. I have spoken to different parents, and they are having a hard time understanding this generation. This generation is a little bit hard, and I'm actually been praying, and diligently praying for this, for God to change this generation, so we can have an easy life as parents as well. So, mental slavery. When we talk about mental slavery, we are talking about things that enslaved us, and especially we Africans. And I'm going to address our Kenyan people, because if I say we Africans, I have not been to Uganda, I have not lived in Tanzania, I have not lived in Nigeria, I have not lived in other countries except Kenya to know how they behave. But I'm going to talk about we Kenyans, because I've lived in Kenya, to know how we have behaved, that shows that we are still mentally enslaved. Mentally enslaved. We need to have a discussion about teenagers. I agree. I totally agree. Because we have lived in a way that even though the Mau Mau fought our freedom, and we got our freedom in 1963, I believe. We got our freedom, but Africans, we Kenyans, I'm going to say we Kenyans, it is Africans in bracket, but it is we Kenyans, to be specific, have been enslaved, mentally enslaved, even those that are so educated, that have read history books, that have read geography books, that have read all kind of books from one to another. We have been so enslaved to believe that other people are better than us. Things that come from China, things that have come from the Western nations, things that have come from other places are better than what we have. We have been so enslaved to think that only the Western can come to our country and build our freeways, build our roads, although I understand that there is that corruption that have been put in the mental, that have been placed in us mentally, corruption that has been there, that even the Kenyans, the engineers that we have, they cannot finish those roads unless they have eaten like 50% of the money. And now we believe that only Chinese, only other people from other countries can come and build our roads, while we in the country have our engineers that are equipped and educationally equipped to construct those roads as well as Chinese people can do. But what do? We have been mentally enslaved to believe that if we change our school system, our education system to fit that of the Western countries, we will be better off, and we will be, when I talk about this, and I'm sorry to say, we are headed to one world nation. Yeah? We are headed to one world nation, because the things that are happening, things that are going on right now, if we read the book of Revelation, we will see the things that are happening right now. When you see the prophecies of like Wairimo Nelson, you and others, you will see the things that are going on right now are the things that have been said in the book of Revelation. Mental slavery has killed the creativity of us Kenyans to the extent that we don't trust our skills and ourselves. Exactly. That is why I'm here talking about it. That instead of us utilizing the people, we have very educated people. Come on, guys. Even the language have changed. If somebody, and that is why I come here. Sometimes people think I shrub. People think, your name is shrub, son. Tell me, in the world, what the hell in the world did we ever mention? How do you spell the word water? Can you guys, can you, Pastor Silas or Paris, spell the word water for me? Spell out the word water. Can you spell out the word water? Somebody write the word water. Yeah, yes, water. Where in the hell, thank you, Perry, where in the hell did you ever hear or see it in the spelling that the name water says water? Water. Spell out the word water. Water. Not water. Water. Can you spell out, Pastor Silas, the word water? How would you spell the word water? Not water, water. Spell out for me the way you hear it. Please. Okay, let's go ahead. If I were to spell the word water, I would spell out W-O-L-L-A. Oh yeah, water. I would spell out W-O-L-L-A, water, yes. I would spell it out like that. And you have been so mental enslaved to say things as Americans do or as Britons do, while we Kenyans have very good English educators. We spoke the very good English is that of British English. Yeah? The way Americans say, can you put on? Can you put on? Put on. Instead of put on, they say put on. Put on your shoes. Put on your shoes. If I spell out pull on your shoes, I'll spell it as Pullon, pull on your shoes. We have been so mental enslaved that even our English, our proper English speaking, have been changed to fit that of Western countries. What is wrong with us, Africans, or Kenyans to say, per se? Kenyans per se, you hear somebody bragging, oh, my kids are going to my kids are going to the British system school. My kids are going to the American system school. Why? You are in Kenya, you are taking your kids to the American system school, and you are Kenyan. You have been mentally enslaved, and shame on you. You think you are cute. You think you are competing with your fellow Kenyans. You are being silly. You are being stupid. And you're going to sit here and say, unless you have a purpose and probably a future plan to bring your children to British, to bring your children to settle in America, then you can proudly say that I'm taking my kids to an American system school, to a British system school. That makes sense. But don't come here and tell me you're taking your kids to British system school or to American system school while you're living in Kenya. And Kenya, we have very good education. I'm telling you, if you put a Kenyan here and an American, did you see a post that a lot of American students are hiring Kenyans to do their papers for them? Why? Why are Americans hiring Kenyans to do papers? Because let me tell you this. You can hate me. I'm sorry. You can hate me and you can like me, but I'm just speaking the truth. We are going to have a lot of idiot graduates because COVID started in 2019. 2020. It's because we have been brainwashed. Yes, Kenya has such a great system. Yes, namesake. Students are smart, very smart, very. We have very smart students. Let me tell you for your information, and I'm sorry not to brag. Me, Njoki, raised in Gishagi, never even met a white person except probably one. Yeah, I did my TOEFL and I passed, not even having interacted with Americans or any white person. I had not interacted. I did my TOEFL one time and I passed it. And if you want to see it, I will post it. And I was surprised actually to pass because I in high school never used to speak English. We used to speak Cheng and Sahau. Yeah. And when we saw people speaking English, we would say that these are proud, they are being proud from Bomsita. Proud born cities. Tulikuwa tunasema they are proud. Yeah? Just to give you a little history of myself. You know, I don't understand. I really don't understand how we are so proud saying that, oh, I buy my furniture in America. Yes, they might be of good quality, but in Kenya we have bao, twale miti, tukuragia miti miega Kenya. Yeah? Niki kiratomato chipido kuma America. Okay, you hear somebody saying, oh, I don't eat any rice except the one from America. I don't cook with any oil except the one from UK. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Oh, my makeup artist was none else than Samara. Thank you. A good example is the late Charles Jojo, who never believed in Africans or Kenyans to the extent he used to import his suits from Europe. Slavery mentality. We have been enslaved. And what makes me even so mad today is that even our leaders are so enslaved. Why did we change our education system to fit that of an American, to fit that of a British? Why did we change it? We had three terms in a year. We should remain. We had people graduating in Form 4, then going to Form 6. Why did we change our system? This shows that we are mentally enslaved. Why do we why do we go to India to get better treatment? We have doctors that are very educated, but the problem is those that are called doctors in Kenya are registered nurses. Some are not even registered nurses, and they are quickly called doctors. Seriously? And they are treating people and trusting our bodies to the hands of an RN, or not even an RN, LVN, or even a CNA. They are called doctors. Anybody in uniform in Kenya working in the hospital, they are called doctors. Come on, guys. When you're dealing with the bodies, I think you need more education. That one here on Tawakomoa. Yeah? That is not nice. When you're dealing with somebody's body, and when you're dealing with somebody's lives, people's lives, we need educated people, very well educated people. And wachani hiyo ati mtu akilala hospitali, ati you are charged in a week, your bill yako inakuja $1 million. Come on, guys. Do you know? But let me tell you, nahi, I'm not going to spare this. You doctors and you nurses and you hospitals in Kenya, God will haunt you. You will be haunted for the lives that have gone in your hands when you could have done something. You will be haunted. Your family will never be at peace. Your families will never be at peace. You will lose those people like they have been lost in your hands. Before you touch somebody, they have to give 100,000 Kenya shillings. Seriously, you have lost your humanity. You have lost it completely. So where I was visiting where people blag. Kenyan hospitals are horrible. I'm sorry to say. They're horrible. They will charge you for something they have not even done. They will tell you, I gave your mom IV. I gave them antibiotic. They have not even given antibiotic. And they will put in the bill. They will be haunted. They will never be at peace in Jesus' name. Never be at peace. Their families will never live at peace in Jesus' name until they do the right thing, because they are dealing with the lives. And some people are poor and they just need care. They just need genuine care. They just need somebody that cares. Think about it. But we have been so mentally enslaved to think that I cannot come live unless I wear a wig, unless I wear horse hair, unless I wear afro, unless I do this. I am liking it nowadays. Our African queens, they are going and walking on the street with the dreadlocks like this. They are walking on the street with their afros. They are shaving their hair. They are shaving their head all the way. They are being themselves. We have been mentally enslaved to think like Njoki tonight that I could not come live without makeup. To appeal to who? Yeah? To appeal to who? We have been so mentally enslaved to think, and that is why most people here, when they send their kids home, they said with the stuff they use in America, I don't want them to use medicine in Kenya because they're so used to the medicine in America. And I don't know what ingredients are in the medication in Kenya. Come on. They're so mental enslaved that their kids, when they see or hear githeri, they will say, I don't want to eat githeri. What's githeri? Githeri is African food. They want burgers. They want hot dogs. Mental enslavement. We have been so mentally enslaved that we cannot think of on our own. That every time we are doing something, we have to do it the American way. We have to do it the British way. We have to do it the Chinese way. There are some things that are good. I say that. Like security is good in America, while it's not good in Kenya. Security is good in America. That one, I take pride of it. They take care of their citizens, although we have so many homeless people like never before. But we cannot be helped by anybody else. Nobody can help us from being enslaved mentally. Only you yourself can free yourself. What is mental slavery? Mental slavery is the way you have been, your brain has been structured to know and to think only things from the Western countries are better. I shipped my car from Jamaica. I shipped my car from Japan. While we have cars in Kenya you can buy from. We may not make cars, but you can also buy cars that are in Kenya. I shipped this This machine I shifted from, yes, we know that there are some machines that are out there in other countries that are not in our country. That one, I give a freeway. Yes. But there are some things that we have to free ourselves from thinking that we are that bad. Come on, guys. I always say, why are we Kenyans trying to strive so hard to speak like Americans, to speak like Britons? If you speak your Kenyan mother tongue or your Kenyan English from Kenya, if you have strived to learn how they are talking, they can strive to learn how you're talking. What you're saying, they should strive to hear what you're saying. Whether it's a bad accent to them or hard accent to them, they should strive to understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so enslaved that everything you're doing is to fit them, not to fit you. Think about yourself. You are wonderfully, fearfully, and created, beautifully, wonderfully, fearfully created. So why should you think otherwise? Why should you think the other person looks better than you? You should go with your neck high, shoulder high. What makes you think that you when you come to America, you have to start with a CNA job? You can start with a managerial position. Be proud and walk like a manager. Why do you always have to think when you go to Dubai and other countries, you have to start as a maid or a babysitter? We have to start being free from mental slavery. You have to stop from we are so enslaved, and that is why these people are getting us from whatever country to come and be this and that, because they know we have mental slavery that we cannot free ourselves from. We have changed our way of living, our way of agriculture. You hear somebody taking pride in, oh, ni thumu wakwa dioguraga goko riu guraga imported. Come on, you are taking pride in some fertilizer that got some cancer ingredients in it, and you're taking pride in it because you're shipping it from abroad. We have thumu before twahuthagira mai ma ng'ombe, mai ma mburi, mai ma nguku, mai ma mboko nimo twahuthagira kuhanda, and now you have changed all that to suit the Western culture. You are in Kenya and all you watch, ndungirora mundu ungi TV-ini, all you watch on your TV is American movies, British movies. But one thing I like about us, there is one credit I want to give us. As African people, as Kenyan people, we are more educated and more informed than the Americans. And that is why you meet an American, you go to New York or you go to Baltimore or you go to England, and they meet you and they tell you, oh, where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Oh, you're from Kenya? Oh, I have a friend from Uganda. His name is, and they go ahead and give you the name. Because you're from Africa, you should know each other. That is how stupid they are. Stupid they become to think that geographically we should know each other. If geographically they don't know somebody from New York and they live in California, and they don't know somebody even in Sacramento and they live in Los Angeles, how in the hell do they expect to narrate to you that, oh, you're from Kenya? Oh, my friend from Zambia, his name is shit. They come and start narrating this. One thing I like about our Kenya people, they are more informed. Keep watching those movies and those American news or British news, because you are more informed than them. How many times do we see coverage from CNN, Fox News, or any news here? Do we ever see coverage of Kenyan and what is going on in Kenya politically, economically. The only time we see them coverage in the news, in their channels, is when there are chaos, when there is protest, when Kibera they are fighting. They will show some missionary will go to Kibera and all they will show is the slums in Kenya, and their mentality will think that all Kenya is like Kibera. All Kenya fight. All Kenya, there is protest. I saw, you meet somebody, they'll tell you, I saw there is a lot of problem going on in Kenya, because they saw a protest that was going on during political campaign or something. There's a lot of problem going on in Kenya. They know nothing. Nothing. I love the fact that we are more informed, and that is the reason we see the Americans are giving Kenyans the online. I was talking about the online education. This online education, the COVID came in 2019, end of 2019, and now we are 2022. You will see a lot of idiots graduating. Idiots. When I say idiots, it's idiots because it's people graduating with degrees that they know nothing about, because they have been done by other people, because it's online education. So you will see a lot of idiots with a master's degree, with a bachelor's degree, with an associate degree, but because it was done by other people. That is true. That is the fact. Online education is going to give a lot of idiots leeways. Ni kama Filipino and Asians, the way they used to do exams for each other, and they excelled. When they did the NCLEX for each other, they did exams for each other, and now they are the doctors practicing in the hospital, the idiots doctors that don't know nothing. Some of them don't know nothing. They rely on the RNs to tell them what to do, to tell them what duties they need to do, what medication they need to write. Because those days, the exams used to be done by their fellow people, you know? That's what I heard. That's what I used to hear. So we will have a lot of idiots graduating, and I'm telling you, we will have a lot of idiots graduating because their homework. Now, I'm not saying all. Of course, there are people who are genuinely doing it, and they know, and they can present. But you will know the difference when they start before people and start presenting, and they have nothing to present, and they know nothing of the material they're trying to present. But there are some genuinely going to school and doing their work by themselves. But there are others who are doing totally nothing, and they will be having titles that came from nowhere. And this is Njoki saying it, Woko Dwarako. But you know what? What I'm trying to say, and I see my time is running out. We are going to be free from mental slavery, and the only person that can free themselves is you. Stop thinking that wearing your natural hair is ugly. Stop thinking that walking on the street without makeup or lipstick is ugly. Stop thinking that there's one thing I've been appreciating. I've been seeing, and not just now, those days when I used to go to clubs. Not to say that I cannot go to a club now, of course not, but if my husband allows me, but, and if my consciousness tells me to, yes, those days that I used to go to a club, I used to see these Black African-American women. Unaona their stomach hanging out. They are wearing tank tops, and their bellies are hanging out. They have love handles all over, manyama, and they are comfortable. They did not hide. Wewe Mkenya unataka karibu ufinywe huko, ufinywe manguo, ufinywe ukitaka kuficha hiyo tumbo yako, me included. We have been so mental enslaved to think that we are not good looking, to think that the other person. That is why you see people bleaching. Umeona watu wamebleach vibaya, they are bleaching, their face looks so light, their skin looks so light, but you look at their knuckles, it's dark, their knees are dark, you look at their toes, they start even turning so bad, their skin starts being so unhealthy because these ingredients are messing their skin up. But we have been so mentally enslaved to think that a lighter skin is better. Self-love is what you need. You need self-love. We need to get back in our system. What was done in Kenya, Hawa waibaji, these artists that come live, and especially those that perform in hip hop, especially Kenyan that play, the artists that play hip hop, wacheni kuvaa hizi neck chains, mnakaa kama Americans, sagging pants. Do you know the history of sagging pants? Do you know what sagging pants means? It was worn by the people that were in prison, and you are here comfortably wearing sagging pants. Stop wearing this bring. Unaenda kuperform live, you are wearing my chains, my golds, ati unaonekana kama American. Where come Kenya? I love Samido Villa represent. He was just with his guitar, just kusimama tu na kagitaa kake, hakuvaa hizo bring. He was looking natural and a Kenyan, well represented Kenyan. Wacheni hizo mambo ya ati una shave hivi kama African American, or you want to look like an American. Be a Kenyan, be a proud Kenyan. Jivunie kuwa Mkenya. Kama wewe ni Mkenya, kama Mkenya. Hata kama umetravel abroad, kula githeri, kula gima. Watoto wako wafundishe kupenda Kenya. Wafundishe lugha yao ya Kikenya. Wafundishe. Watu wakikuja nyumbani, if they happen to visit your homestead, na unataka kuambia watoto wako wajifishe, na hakuna kitu umewafundisha ya Ukenya, utawaambiaje? Utawaambia na lugha gani? Come on guy, try to visit your history, try to visit your roots. Mkosa kwao ni mtumwa. You will be enslaved until you die, unless you free yourself, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Do that for your own good, for your generation to come. With that said, naona masaa yangu imeisha. I would like to do an ad for my advert. Tunauza mashamba. Yes, tunauza mashamba. Ndio hiyo. Buy yourself a plot. Mention Njoki, utupate discount. Ukikosa kupata, niambie. Nikuje niwachambulie hapa live. Yes. Kwa hivyo, you guys mujipende kabisa. Be yourself. Washeni ati mambo ya US, lazima ninunue kitu US, lazima nikule sukari ya US, lazima nitumie mafuta ya US. What happened na zile vitu tulikuwa tunatumia nyumbani? Didn't we grow? Didn't our skin look so rejuvenating? Nini nilikufanya ukachange? Mambo yako yote ni Ulaya. Kila kitu ni Ulaya. Umekuwa enslaved. Hata wale wamesoma, wale wameenda shule, they should know better. Wamesoma history ya slavery, bado they are enslaved. Wewe ndio naongelesha wewe. Be you, stop being somebody else. Mental slavery, it's even when somebody tells you chukia Njoki, wewe unaenda tu unabebana unashukia Njoki. You're being mentally enslaved. To not think on yourself, to not notice Njoki as bad, but you've been told. Me, you cannot drag me in your enmity road. Kama uko na mtu wa uongeangi naye, hiyo ni yako, sio yangu. Mlikosania nini? Wacha mimi nimsome, nipatie time ya kumsoma, nijue yeye ni mbaya. Wacha nijisomee nijue Njoki ni mbaya. I'm not going to be mentally enslaved by you. Hiyo kitu ililetwa Afrika tukaibeba. That is why we mentor and enslave each other. Kwa hayo mashashe, asanteni. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And I am so happy and I am so blessed. And I pray nothing but prosperity, good life, good health. Na hii mwaka iwe yenu ya vitu mzuri. Everything that you are praying for, everything that you are expecting, let it be fulfilled. Let it be done. In Jesus' mighty name. And I say, be free from mental enslavement, or else you will die living in somebody else's life, because you only have one life to live, your life. God bless you so much. I love you guys. Thank you, Mr. Oshoda. Thank you, my fans. Thank you, my family. Thank you, my husband. Kila mtu, I thank you, and I don't take your time for granted. God bless you so much. Till then, ciao.
na muthaitha ine tu imwana ici nini ukaigo kumwigurire buroti kana kamugunda ni ndi mwemba anditagwo George Muthe Kibocha koguo ko no kwiriria guku tikuheni urahenio ni kundu kwina indo cia ma na cia view koguo warikia taito igiri atiri undu ungi
Mwathani wakwa twaranaga nanie ngithie maguru twaranaga nanie ngithie na ndege twaranaga nanie na riria ndi ngari-ini twaranaga nanie Jesu wakwa ndukanathire Ngai wakwa ndukanathire Roho Mutheru ndukanathire Ndahoya Ũtatũ Mũtheru ndukanathige Shadraka, Meshaki na Abedinego maikio mwaki-inĩ ndwamacinire gĩtũmi tondũ warĩ o hamwe nao ona niĩ ndũkandige mĩndĩ na mĩndĩ Jesu wakwa ndũkanathige Ngai wakwa ndũkanathige Roho Mũtheru ndũkanathige Ndahoya Ũtatũ Mũtheru ndũkanathige Rahabu rĩrĩa rĩ mũmaraya itũũra-inĩ rĩu rĩa Jeriko kĩgarũrũka kiuma gĩconoko-inĩ agĩkũrũmĩrĩra na gĩtuĩka famous Jesu wakwa ndũkanathige Ngai wakwa ndũkanathige Roho Mũtheru ndũkanathige Ndahoya Ũtatũ Mũtheru ndũkanathige Heaga favor mũtũrĩre-inĩ mawĩra-inĩ makwa heaga favor bamĩrĩ-inĩ yakwa ũheage favor maũndũ-inĩ makwa mothe heaga favor Jesu wakwa ndũkanathige Ngai wakwa ndũkanathige Roho Mũtheru ndũkanathige Ndahoya Ũtatũ Mũtheru ndũkanathige Ndahoya Ngai niĩ ngũkenagie ndĩ kanitha-inĩ baba ngũkenagie mwĩrĩ ũyũ wakwa baba ũgũkenagie na kĩrĩa gĩothe wete gĩgũkenagie Jesu wakwa ndũkanathige Ngai wakwa ndũkanathige Roho Mũtheru ndũkanathige Ndahoya Ũtatũ Mũtheru ndũkanathige rũgendo rũraiha baba ũkoragwo naniĩ rĩma cianeneha baba ũkoragwo naniĩ mĩkuru yaingĩha baba ũkoragwo naniĩ baba ndũkanathige